Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your Galactic Thursday, where I will tune into spirit and we'll tune into the galactics actually and see what the messages are. So, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thursdays, I don't use any cards, I just connect directly into our guides from the galaxies specifically. So, and if you are a returning member of this community, thank you so much, as always. I can't say it enough how much I appreciate the kindness and the energy here. So thank you. Okay, so I'm going to dive in and just see who's here and what the message is. So just hold on one sec. Okay, this is coming from, yes, my Pleiadian guide, Orion, who introduced himself a couple weeks ago. And what's interesting, he's showing me, yeah, okay, that's a great example. I was like, exactly what are you showing me? Like, that could be many things. So he's showing me a hose, okay? At first I thought it was a zip tie, but he said it's more like a hose. You know when you have a kink in the hose, like when you're purposely trying to stop the flow of water, you kink the hose and you hold it, right? And you can stop the water, move the sprinkler without getting wet, and then drop it and go, right? He's showing me that for many of you, you suddenly feel like say in the last week or two, like the end of May, last week of May, I would say, and into this week, you've been feeling like some of the progress you've been making was suddenly kinked. Like the flow of it was suddenly kinked. And you're like, what? What's happening? And how is this happening? And I don't understand. And he's showing me that there's been some energetic rearranging going on. And I'm asking him, I'm like, is this in connection to timelines? Like, are you guys messing around with timelines for us or time, the experience of time, which then reroutes things differently for us here? And he said, no, it's not quite like that, but it's more like adjusting fate and destiny points. There's rearranging happening in fate and destiny points right now, which allows for the hose to become unkinked. So what you might notice today and into the weekend, whether that's for your personal life, like your personal experience right now, or what you observe outside of you, maybe in your community, in the global community, however you perceive your place in the world. You might notice it outside of you, or you might notice it happening to you specifically, is this sudden realignment of things. And the realignment can happen quite quickly, he's showing me, because he's like, it's like when you unkink the hose. And the water doesn't just, like when you unkink the hose, the water comes back pretty quickly. It's not like you're doing this slow release. He's like, you unkink it and the water returns. So many of you may find in the next couple days, you have this sudden realignment of your path. And he says this is an external force to create these realignments for you. It's not necessarily an internal shift. This is like outside help, which makes sense why it's coming from the galactics. And it's about observing it. He's like, observe this and notice when this happens, either in big ways or small ways. It can happen in a lot of different ways. And he's like, observe when this happens so that you know that we are here supporting you all globally as much as we can as a global unit and individually for your journey. Because again, remember we said there was a lot of kind of pesky energy in May also, and we'll continue to see that. That's the pull between the light and the dark. And no, I don't think all darkness is bad. I think we embrace the light and the dark within ourselves. But I do think there are some energies, some beings, some individuals that like to perpetuate the dark energy for manipulation, for rearranging, adding chaos to those that are trying to step higher into the light. Okay. And so we saw a lot of that in May also. And some of that kind of shifted out what we were trying to accomplish. But with what they've been doing on this galactic level, again, it's like adjusting the frequencies. He's showing it to me. I'm not quite sure why he's giving me this example, but when you see in the movies somebody who's like trying to crack a code on like a a safe, and they're listening to it. They're listening for that certain click to know that that's the number, and then another certain click. He's like, it's like that, but with frequencies. We're adjusting slightly some of the frequencies on your planet to counteract what has been adjusted in a darker way. And so again, we're going to see these sudden realignments for us. And again, he's like, it's important that you know what's happening so you can recognize it and know that you are supported. We are supported. Uh, he's like, it's interesting you decided, he's telling me, it's interesting you decided to do a video on Pleiadians just recently. He's like, we are definitely here helping, but there are also many others, Arcturians, there's some Andromedans, there's lots of different galactics that are helping humanity right now, a part of the Galactic Federation. He's like, but as much as we're wanting to bring in this disclosure that we are here connecting with all of you, he's like, we also want you to be able to see the ways in which we are helping, and we want to inform you of this. We want to keep you in the know so you understand the support that there is right now. So again, if things have felt like they've gone off track a little bit and you can't control it, he's like, wait for that hose to be unkinked again. Again, I keep seeing it from today into the weekend, right? Like it just swings around this corner in my mind is how I see it. So for today into the weekend, you'll notice things start to kind of come back into this alignment, which is supposed to be. So hold your heart open for that. Hold your energy open for that, and it'll bring it forward. So interesting. Okay, well, I will leave that with all of you. What a cool message. I'm curious how that unfolds for all of you. And really notice what you notice. It makes a difference when you start to notice these things and you start to feel that support, and it can change your whole outlook on your experience in the world. So it's worth noting. All right, everyone, have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow.